We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Reports!
What's going on, everyone? Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to a new episode of Vito the Vito. I am super excited. I've got Jesse in here with me, and we're going to be playing 1,500 points of the new Space Marines and the new White Scars supplement. I am so excited to finally sink my teeth into this. You're going to be playing the Tau today, is that right?
Yes, I am.
I'm not that excited about that, but it's going to be super exciting because you know what? I faced the Tau and I've defeated them once. I can do it again, and with the brand new White Scars supplement. Oh, I cannot wait. If you want to be on the channel, please go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all those details. I even got my sweet White Scar jacket. Oh, I cannot wait. But until then, let's take a look at the board and those armies. Taking a look now at 1,500 points of White Scars. On the left, we have a battalion detachment. And on the right, we have an Outrider detachment. I will be starting off with 9 command points. I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 command point so I can get an extra relic. But let's take a look, dive deep and see what is what in the army. Starting off with my battalion detachment. The reason why all these guys are green with a little bit of hint of blue in them, they're actually called emerald white, for all of you people who are wondering why. These guys, they're the aspiring White Scars. They want to prove themselves, see if they can join the actual chapter themselves. So they're going to be proving themselves today. With White Scars themselves, they get the specialty Lightning Assault. Units with this tactic can charge in a turn in which they advanced or fell back. Additionally, biker models with this tactic do not suffer the penalty for moving and firing heavy weapons or for advancing and firing assault weapons. Additionally, they get the special rule Devastating Charge. While the assault doctrine is active, when resolving an attack made with a melee weapon by a model with this ability and a unit made a charge move or performed a heroic intervention this turn, add 1 to the damage characteristic of that weapon for that attack. For my Warlord today, he is going to be on a bike. He has a Thunder Hammer and a Storm Shield. And for his Warlord trait, he is going to be running with the Chogoris Storm, and this is going to be from the White Scars Codex supplement. If the Warlord makes a charge move or performs a heroic intervention, I'm allowed to add D3 to his attack characteristics at the end of the turn. Additionally, we have 3 units of intercessors for my troops. I have 1 Primaris Lieutenant as my other HQ choice. In my elite slot, I have 6 Vanguard veterans. They're all going to be armed with jump packs. For the sergeant, he has a relic blade and a storm shield. There's going to be a little bit of Mark of Dave for everyone. The entire squad does have storm shields, so they're all going to have a 3-up invulnerable save. The guys in the back are going to be running with their chain swords, and the 2 guys in the front will have thunder hammers. And as my dedicated transport, I am going to be running a repulsor. It is going to be armed with 2 times Crack Storm Grenade Launcher, a Twin Heavy Bolter, a Heavy Onslaught Gatling Cannon, a Onslaught Gatling Cannon, 2 times Storm Bolters, a regular Storm Bolter, and the Auto Launchers. I forgot to talk about my Warlord's relic. This is going to be a new relic from the Relics of Chogoris. He will be running the Wrath of the Heavens. It's only for a biker model, so it's going to be on my Warlord. A model with this relic has a move characteristic of 16, so it gets bumped up by 2. Additionally, in the movement phase, that model can move over other models and terrain features as if they were not there. Taking a look now at my Outrider detachment, it will be led by a Lord of Chogoris, which will be a Khan on a bike. This is going to be a new entry. With him, he is going to be on a bike. He does have the Angels of Death, Rites of Battle. He will have an Iron Hail, which will give him a 4-up invulnerable save. He does have a Buckler, which gives him 1 to his saving throw, so he does have a 2-up armor save. I will be spending 1 command point for Relics of the Chapter, which allows me to give him 1 relic. And I'm going to be giving him a relic from Chogoris. The relic that I'm going to be giving him is the Glaive of Vengeance. So normally with the Glaive of Vengeance, it's using the Con Spear, which the Con normally has. It's Strength user, -3 AP and D3 damage. However, when the Con on a bike charges, he gets ×2 strength, so it'll be strength 8. But that's only when he charges. However, when I give him the Glaive of Vengeance, he always counts as ×2 strength. So the Con on the bike will always be strength 8. And as for the rest of the army in this detachment, we have 3 units of bikes. They're all going to be armed with chainswords and 2 plasma guns in each squad. We have 1 squad of 6 bikes, chainswords, and plasma guns. And last but not least, we have 2 attack bikes with multi-meltas. And that will be 1499 of White Scars for the Con. Taking a look now at 1500 points of Tau. Jesse, where would you like to start?
We're going to start with the battalion on the left. So, leading the battalion, I have 3 HQ slots. The first one is a commander in XV8 Crisis Battlesuit. He has a little bit of Markadave with him because he is armed with 4 times cyclic ion blasters. And he also has the Iridium Battlesuit, which gives him the 2-up save. Next to him, there is the iconic Dark Strider doing Dark Strider things. And then we have a Ethereal, just plain, but he will have my Puretide Engram Nero chip, which allows me to, anytime someone has used a stratagem on a 6-up, I can gain a command point. So, filling out the battalion necessary slots, I have 3 times squads there, each of them led by a Shazui. It's my guy with the black base, so there's 6 in each, and each Shazui has their marker light. As a heavy support slot in there, I have 1 squad of 9 times sniper drones, and for 3 of those elite slots, I have my Firesight marksman. Moving on to the right-hand battalion, it is led by the 2 HQs that you see in front of you, one of them being a Cadre Fireblade, who will be my Warlord, using the Warlord trait through Unity Devastation. So on wound rolls of 6 up, my units get an extra 1 to their AP on a designated target. Beside him is Shadow Sun for that double times Kaoyun. Inside that battalion, I have 3 min squads of Fire Warriors, Shazuis in the middle, each having their marker light. Behind them, we have a classic Riptide with the heavy burst cannon and smart missile systems. His 2 systems will be automated targeting system, as well as the system is the counter fire defense system, which lets me re-roll on Overwatch. Behind him, we have 1 squad of 5 shield drones. So I know they look like marker drones, but all the drones in this list are shield drones. Beside them, we have 2 more battle suits. They have their smart missile systems as well as their heavy missile pods. And they are coming with 4 shield drones themselves. That finishes out my 1500 point list.
This is the board that we're going to be playing on today. The mat itself is from GameMat.eu, along with all of the rock terrain that you see. The trees are sprinkled around. Those are from foreground, and we have a little bit from Adam from Green Leaf Terrain as well. As for our narrative for today's Batrack, we are on the home planet of Chogoris. The White Scars, we are going to do a little bit of a training exercise with the new Primaris Marines. We're going to see if they are up to the task, see if we can get a brand new paint job on these guys when the Dirty Tau have decided to come in and ruin our training exercise. So now we're going to see if we can teach these guys a little bit of a lesson. Alright everyone, we are all set up for the Maelstrom War Mission Decapitation Strike. Objectives are all set up. We have 1 over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The Tau do want to steal our precious fuel as our diplomatic situation has escalated quite high, and the White Scar's like, no, this is our fuel, get out of here. For Decapitration Strike, the way it works is if you kill a character, you lose one of your tactical objectives. If the Warlord does die, you lose D3 of your tactical cards. And that's it. Pretty simple. And we do draw 3 objectives continuously as we go through. I will be going first with the White Scars unless the Tau can seize. If you do seize, Jesse, I will cry. So please don't seize.
We all need White Scar tears.
No getting a 4, no tears for today. So let's go into White Scars. Turn number 1. I don't know why I said that with a part R. White Scars, turn number 1. So at the start of the battle, there's the new thing with the Space Marines. It's called combat doctrines. And the first combat doctrine that we have to start off with is the Devastator doctrine. And the way that works is heavy weapons and grenades get an increased AP value of 1. So things like las cannons get an increase of AP 1, and my onslaught get AP of 1.
With that, that means that I am going to be using the 2 command points for prepared positions to help try to offset that the slightest of bits.
Very nice. The 3 cards I'm going to be drawing are going to be Blood and Guts, Area Denial, and Secure Objective number 5. Jumping to the movement phase now, we're going to be starting with my attack bike. It's going to zip all the way to right here. My intercessors are pretty happy where they are. They're currently holding objective number 5 is so what I need, so I'm going to hold them there. If anything, I might put them in a better position to get some shots maybe on these guys. My first bike squad is going to zoom to here, and the second one will follow in return. Actually, with the intercessors, I think we're just going to shift them over, still being within 3 inches of the objective, but I do want to have more guys within range of seeing the Tau. For my repulsor, we're just going to fly right to here. Actually, in second thought, I might be blocking myself with my own intercessor, so I'm going to just put myself right on top of this rock formation, right there. Attack bike on my right flank, it's going to zoom right to here. And I think these bikes, we're just going to join them as well, right to there. Unit of intercessors, they're going to move to here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just getting in within line of sight. And with the other squad of intercessors, they're going to move up as well to here. And you know what? I think we're going to have the lieutenant just go to there. For our big bike squad, we're just going to zoom right to this gap. The gap of Chogoris. The Chogoran gates, we'll call them. Khan on a bike will join them. And my general will do the same to there. Jumping into the shooting phase now, because the psychic phase was a lot of fun. You know what? With the new White Scar supplement, there's actually a lot of cool psychic focus for the White Scars with their Storm Seers and stuff. But that is for another day. We're going to go right into the shooting phase now. We're going to start with this attack bike, and he's going to pump his shots into this guy. Oh, what's this guy called again?
Firesight Marksman.
Yeah, we're going to go into him, try to eliminate some of your marker light potential. We're going to start with the multi-mult, and with the new Lightning Salt, we could ignore the heavy penalties. So we're looking for a 3, which we do hit. We're looking for a 2 up, I imagine, Strength 8. And we do get it with a 3, -4.
No save at all.
All right, so it's 2d6. Sorry, 2d6 only within half range. Haven't played these guys in a while. So only d6 for 3 wounds.
That kills him.
Alrighty, and then the other shots are wasted. And that will be first strike. All right, let's work our way left to right. We're going to start with this bike squad opening up into this Fire Warrior squad.
Yes.
And we're going to pump everything, starting with our Plasma Gun squad. We will not be supercharging our plasma gun, so we are within half range. So 4 shots, hitting on 3s, getting 3 of them. Wounding on 2s, that's going to be 3 of them. You have a 6-up save.
Looking for that sweet Tau symbol. One of them makes it.
So 2 guys do go down.
Take from here.
And then for the regular bolters on 3s. Looking for 3s to wound.
Looking for 3 up to saves, because if... Oh, no!
3 guys die. That is the squad. Ouch. The next bike squad is going to try to do the exact same thing. Whoops, sorry. Into this squad. Only 2 shots with the plasma guns. We're not going to be supercharging, but this squad will be re-rolling 1s because of my con on a bike being within 6 inches. Looking for 3s, getting 2 hits. Looking for 2s to wound. Getting 2. You do have a 6-up save.
6-up save.
No, 2 guys do go down.
I'm gonna pull from...
Looking for 3s with the bolters. And reeling the 1. And 3s to wound. Hooah! Oh, not that great. You know what? I lied. That was actually pretty decent. 3-up save.
Only needed fail 2. Actually failed a lot more than that, but that's the squad.
And then we're going to go with my intercessors. Let's see if we can earn your stripes, my friends. They are going to be firing into these last 5 fire warriors. 5 shots, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling of the 1s because of the con. Thank you, sir. Very nice. Looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2. AP -1 with these guys.
AP -1 brings them to their 4-up save.
Nope, 1 guy does go down.
Fail 1. Pull from the back.
Next, we're going to go with my con on bike. He's going to target these fire warriors right over here. 4 shots, hitting on 2s, re-rolling the 1s. Wounding on 3s, getting 3 wounds.
Prepared positions. And one of them dies.
I'm actually going to jump onto my right flank for a second. I'm going to go ahead and put my multi-melta into the guy who shoots out marker lights.
He's a character.
He's a character.
Yes, he is.
Ooh, you are right indeed, sir. Okay, so if that is the case, oh yeah, that's right, but he was closest, so that's why I was able to target him. Fair enough. If that is the case, then, in second thought, I'm gonna risk it. Multi-Melta will go into, what's he called again?
Riptide.
The Riptide, that's right. I was thinking of a shark. Riptide. He's going to go into him, and then all of the bolter fire will go into the shield drones. For fun, let's start with the shield drones. Hitting on 3s. That's not what I wanted to see. Toughness of the shield drone?
4.
4. Looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1.
Shield drone saves, 4-up invuln.
Nice.
Just making it.
And then we're looking for the multi-melta. Looking for a 3 to hit, which we do. Toughness of Riptide?
7.
7, so we're looking for a 3, which we fail with a 1. You know what, we're going to start off with this bike squad. We're going to go into the fire warriors. Yeah, we're going to pump everything into them. Rapid firing with the plasma, no supercharging, there's no point. Hitting on 3s, getting 3 of them, and winning on 2s. Getting 3. You have your 6-up save?
6-up save.
No, 3 guys do go down. And we have the bolter fire on 3s. Winning on 3s. We got 5 on a 3-up save.
All 5. Nope, failed 1.
1 guy does go down. My warlord on bike is going to be targeting the shield drones right over there. We're looking for 2s. Re-rolling the 1s. So it's going to be all of them. And we're looking for 4s to wound. Oh, he's getting nothing. Look at him go. We're going to have this squad of 5 intercessors firing into these Tau. We're looking for 3s to hit. Okay, only getting 3. And looking for 3s to wound. Getting only 2. Looking for a 4-up save. Ooh.
Make 1, fail 1.
1 guy does go down. And we're going to try to do the exact same thing from this squad into these guys. In hindsight, I probably should have just left them alone, but I did want to get into maybe some better firing positions. but I think they were good where they are. You know, hindsight's 20/20, but nonetheless, here we go. Looking for 3s to hit. Okay, here we go. And looking for 3s to wound. Getting 3, AP -1.
Oh no.
2 more guys do go down. Next up, we're gonna go with my repulsor, and I gotta figure out now how I want to split up my attacks. So I know for sure we're gonna do the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon and the regular Gatling cannon. Those are gonna go into the shield drones. The las cannons, those are gonna go. Oh dear, dear, oh dear. Las cannons, those are gonna go into the. Are these guys with high yield missile pods?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so the last cannons are going to go into these guys for sure. And you know what? Everything else that the repulsor have is going to go into the 5-man squad of fire warriors. So we're going to start off with the both Gatling cannons. I'm just going to combine them in the exact same profile. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the 1s because... Oh, never mind. No re-rolling 1s. I am lying. We are strength 5 to wound, or strength 5. We're strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. And we are going to be re-rolling the 1s because the lieutenant is by. That's what I was thinking of. Cool. Cool. And because of the combat doctrine for this turn, which is Devastator, these are going to be at an additional AP, which is AP 2. But because of your invul, it doesn't really matter to you. So we have 7 4-up invulnerable saves. Oh, pretty decent. So it's going to be 3 dead drones.
Pulling from the back here.
We're going to do the last cannons now, hitting on 3s. Both getting 1 miss, and we're going to be wounding. What's the toughness of those guys?
5.
5. Looking for a 3. Oh, and we failed with a 1, but I do get to re-roll 1s. Hooah! It's still a 1.
1 to a 1.
The Storm Bolters into the Fire Warriors, hitting on 3s. Okay, not too bad. And wounding 3s. Oh, getting only 2. You get your full save.
+1. I save both.
Nice.
For prepared positions.
And the Heavy Bolters hitting on 3s. All will hit. Looking for 3s to wound. Re-rolling the 1s. Oh, still a 1. So that is going to be 5 at AP 2 because of the Devastator Doctrine.
Turning my 3-up into a 5-up save.
Oh, really nice. But 2 guys do go down.
Gonna have to pull from this side here to keep them in the morale of the ethereal.
And the Fragstorm Grenade Launcher, a salty 6. For a total of just a 2. Hitting on 3s. Getting 2 and wounding on 3s, because strength 4. Getting 2, no AP, you get your full save. Oh, 1 guy does go down.
Continuing to pull from the side.
And for my last squad, which is going to be the big bike squad, we're going to pump all of our shots into... Oh, I keep forgetting this guy's name.
Broadside.
The Broadsides. Oh, why do I keep forgetting the names of these Tau? You know how many times I fight Tau, and I'm like, oh, what's this guy do? What's this guy's name? Oh, Broadside, Broadside, Broadside. We're not going to supercharge, so hitting on 3s. Both will hit, and we're going to be wounding on 3s. Getting only 1.
We're not going to pass that off on a shield drone. I think there's other things that they can be used for, so we're just going to go to his 5-up save. Nope.
Takes 1 wound. And now for the bolters on the bikes, hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1s. I think I just have 2 in there. Whoa. That's still not right. Looking for 5s to wound. We've got 7 wounds with a 2-up save. Ooh, he's going to take 1 wound. And that's going to be the end of my turn. I'm not going to choose to go ahead and charge. So that's it. We just have some morale to go ahead and do. We've got some morale over here.
These guys here, they only lost 1,
Yep.
so they can't fail.
Auto pass.
These guys here, they have 9, but they did lose 4 guys, so that brings them down to leadership 5, but 6 is auto pass thanks to Bonding Knife Ritual. These guys, same story. These guys, on the other hand, if I roll a 5, I lose both. If I roll a 4, then I only lose 1. So looking for a 3 down or a 6.
They're good.
So normally the drones here too would also have to make a morale save, but they're within the bubble of my great ethereal there, so they're next to fearless.
At the end of my turn, I will be scoring 1 victory point for securing objective number 5. I will be getting D3 victory points for area denial. So I'll be getting 2. And for blood and guts, do I really want to keep blood and guts? You know what, with the new rules, they're really making an emphasis for White Scars for really wanting to get into combat. So I'm going to go ahead and keep blood and guts. Which brings the current score right now to 4-0 in favor of the White Scars. Not a bad first turn, I think. I really made a big push forward, taking a bunch of the Fire Warriors out, but now I do have to bear the brunt of the broadsides, the Riptide, and everything else that's going to be coming into me. So speaking of which, let's go into Tau, turn number 1. The objectives that Jesse's going to be drawing are going to be tactical withdraw, score 1 victory point if at least a unit is destroyed in the shooting phase that is within 1 inch of enemy units that started this turn.
Unfortunately, you didn't charge last turn, so I can't really succeed on that one.
The greater good, score D3 victory points if you control an objective marker that was controlled by your opponent at the start of this turn. If you control 3 or more objectives that were controlled by your opponent, you get D3 plus 3.
Maybe not this turn, but later.
And psychological warfare, score 1 point if your opponent failed a morale test during this turn. Really bad draws, I think.
That's hard to do with Space Marines, and you're running a lot of min squads.
Going to the movement phase now.
I was going to keep these guys here if I needed objective 2, but I don't, so both of them are going to advance, starting with the Cadre Fireblade here.
Getting a 1.
And then my Fire Warriors over there.
Getting a 2.
They're not going very far. Next, what I'm going to do again, if I needed objective marker 4, that's what these guys were there for, but I guess I don't need it, so they're just going to pop on over here to join their other brother fish. From there, what we're going to have Shadow Sun do is she's going to declare Cao Yun, so rerolling all misses for anyone within 6 inches who didn't move, and I'm declaring that for everyone. My Ethereal there, he's going to declare Sense of Stone, so now battle suits and infantry units within 6 inches gain a 6-up Feel No Pain, so that's also really nice.
Jumping into the shooting phase now. Where would you like to start, Jesse?
We're going to start here with my Firesight Marksman, and he's going to fire into the big squad of bikes there. So, hitting on 3s, rerolling everything, but we got it. From there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Stratagem Uplink Marker Light to add D3 more Marker Lights to the one that was just fired. So we're adding 2 more. So because that's not the number that I was hoping for, we're going to use this small squad here. My Shazui is going to fire his Marker Light into the large squad there, with my other guy just firing his pulse rifle into the same squad. So starting off with the Marker Light first.
Getting a 1.
1, but I can re-roll thanks to Marker Lights or Cao Yun.
Getting a 3.
3, not enough. So from there, that means that we're just going to fire 1 shot with his pulse rifle. So hitting on 4s, it's a hit. And strength 5 versus toughness 5, I believe. So wounding on 4s.
Getting a 5. Looking for a 3-up save. Hooah! And we make it with a 5.
So now we're going to use the same Shazui here. He's going to also fire off at that Marker Light. And the other 2 are going to use their pulse rifles against this attack bike there because he is in rapid fire range. So starting off with the Marker Light. 5, perfect. That brings me up to my magic number of 5 Marker Lights here. So 4 shots with my brown-based Fire Warrior teams going into this attack bite here. Looking for 4s to hit.
Getting 3.
And still toughness 5. Excellent, so looking for 4s to wound.
Getting only 1. Looking for a 3-up save. And I make it with a 3.
So we're going to use this Firesight Marksman here, going to try and Marker Light up our nice friend the attack bike over there with his Marker Light.
Getting a 6.
6. So he is marker lighted. And we are just going to kick right over to this small squad of fire warriors there. Rapid fire range against the attack bike. Now he is marker lighted 1, so I get to reroll 1s with them because they were outside of Cao Yan and they had moved. Rerolling those 2 1s. Alright, so we have 3 hits. Looking for 4s to wound again.
Getting 2. 3 up save. Make them both.
Vito's being really cool and letting me Nova Charge my Riptide because I forgot to do that. And I'm also going to branch Nova Charge it, so it is down a mortal wound. And we're going to see if I save because of the Ethereal Sense of Stone for that. Nope, so he takes his mortal wound. He is now down to 13. We're also going to see if I get that command point back for using Branch Nova Charge. So on a 6 up, I get that command point back. I do not. But we're going to spend another stratagem for command and control node. I'm using my Battlesuit Commander, Commander Shadow Sun there, to let me re-roll all wounds with a Battlesuit unit, being my Riptide. So we're now going to be using the Riptide to be firing into the Repulsor. So I'm going to be using both my Heavy Burst Cannon and the Smart Missile Systems going into it. And let's see what we can do. So I'm re-rolling all to hit rolls and all wound rolls.
Re-rolling. Looking for 5s to wound. Re-rolling. And the re-roll. Looking for a 5 up save. So I only save 1, so there's 2 damage. So I'm going to take 2, 4, 6, 8 damage total. And the smart missiles. Re-roll.
Here's the wound. Wounding on 5s. Reroll.
4 up save. Oh, geez, damage?
1 damage each.
Okay, down to 6 wounds remaining.
What we're going to do now is, because I successfully wounded his model, I'm going to use my stratagem, Focused Fire. It's 3 command points, so it's kind of expensive, but that's what the double battalion is for. And it allows a +1 to wound against a model that I've previously wounded by my army. So I'm going to use that on the Repulsor, so now I get +1 to wound him. This is just to see if I get a command point back for using that stratagem.
Oh, and you do, nice.
So I'm using my sniper drones here to ping at his repulsor until it's dead. They were in the bubble of Cao Yan, so I will be re-rolling everything to hit, and I get the +1 to wound, so now they'll be wounding a repulsor on 4 ups.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Here's the re-rolls to hit. Looking for 4s to wound here.
I certainly know what it feels like to roll like that. Oh, that hurts. 3 up save. Oh, okay. Take 1 wound.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to use my broadsides here. I'm being greedy, but I'm really hoping the luck turns. I'm going to use my smart missile systems against the repulsor because it still has the +1 to wound against it. And I'm going to use my heavy yield missile pods into the bikes there.
Starting with the shots going into the repulsor first.
Re-roll.
And the re-roll. They see me rolling.
This is looking for 4s to wound here.
Looking at a 4 up save. Gah! And the repulsor goes down to 2 wounds remaining. It's being held together with flex tape. And the shots into the bikes.
So we have 16 shots from the high yield missile pods going into the bikes, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Re-rolls here.
Yeah, there you go. Looking for 3s to wound. We're looking for a 5 up save. 5d3 damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so 1 dead bike. Okay.
2 dead bikes.
3 dead bikes. Oh no! Oh no, I'm so sorry.
So this turn of shooting, I killed 3 bikes.
Ow.
That's gonna be it. Yeah, I only lost 3 bikes. Morale over here on a 6. No, okay, so that's all that happened. So unfortunately, Jesse will not be able to score any of these, but do you want to go ahead and discard something?
I am going to discard Psychological Warfare because I feel like I'm probably going to get charged in the next 2 rounds at least. So I'm going to hold on to those, I guess, for now.
Makes sense. And with that, let's go into White Scar's turn number 2. The 3 cards I'm going to be drawing are going to be Supremacy. Run them down. So this is going to be a new card. Score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy model is destroyed as a result as an attack made by a White Scar model from your army if they advance that turn. And advance. Score 1 point from your army if deployment zone, if within your deployment zone at the end of your turn. Or sorry, no enemy unit from your turn. Starting my movement phase, we're going to start off with my bikes over here. They're going to zip on over to right over here. And my attack bike, he's going to zip on over to right here. Moving on over to my left flank, we're going to start with my attack bike. He's going to zip on over to objective number 2. The squad of Intercessor here, we're just going to stay right over here because we do want to get Bolter Discipline. And for my lieutenant, we're just going to get him out of my deployment zone. So, boop, right to there. For this squad of bikes, we're going to move them 14 through this little gap, right beside the Fire Warriors. My other squad of bikes, they're going to make a bold move, and we're going to start making our way towards the Tau Fortress. The squad that formerly was 6 is going to make their way towards them as well, right to there. Conan and his bike is going to go as well to here. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 command point for Born in the Saddle, and it's going to be on my Warlord. So he's going to go ahead and advance. He can advance 22 inches essentially because White Scars automatically turbo boost, and when they turbo boost, they go 6 inches. So for him, for 22, it essentially looks like this, staying an inch away from these models. And with his Warlord trait, Wrath of the Heavens, he can essentially move over friendly models and terrain. So he's going to go, boop, like I said, right there. And then finally, I have to move these Intercessors. These guys are just going to go 6 to here. I do have to keep in mind of Supremacy. So I imagine I'll keep 1 guy here within, I guess I'll keep some guys here within 3 of the objectives. I'll keep some guys back here. And then I imagine with him, my lieutenant, I'll just keep him here, making sure that I'm outside of 12 of my objectives. So I have 3 objectives now. Because we are in turn 2, it is now the Tactical Doctrine. So what that means is that rapid fire weapons and assault weapons get an extra AP to their weapons. So for example, the bolt weapons on the bikes get AP -1 now, and for the Intercessors, their bolt weapons are essentially AP -2. So Thousand Suns, eat your heart outs.
Just rolling here to see if I can steal that command point from him. I
do.
do.
And you do for Born in the Saddle.
So that's good because this is my turn 2 point.
We're going to jump right into the shooting phase now. We're going to start off with my attack bike, and we're going to be firing into your character now here that shoots off the marker lights. We're going to start off with the Multi-Melta, hitting on a 3, which we do, and winning on a 2. Ooh, getting a fail. I'm going to go ahead and spend a command point to re-roll that. And I get a 5, AP -4.
So thanks to the Marksman Stealth Field, he adds 2 when in cover rather than just 1. So because of that, it's the only reason he now gets his 6-up save. Let's see if he can make it.
Oh, nice move.
He is alive.
Very nice. And the bolters themselves hitting on 3s. All hit but 1 and wounding on 3s. Getting 3. AP -1.
So his 4-up becomes a 2-up, becomes a 3-up.
Oh, takes 1 wound.
He has 2 wounds remaining.
Next, we're going to start with my unit of 3 bikers. There are 2 separate squad of fire warriors. So what we're going to do is we're going to be firing the 2 plasma guns into this squad of 3, and then the bolters will go into the squad of 2. Starting with the rapid firing plasma guns, hitting on 3s, only getting 2. Okay, I see how it is. And wounding on 3s, or 2s, getting 2. These are going to be at AP -4 now because of the tactical doctrine.
That means that there are no save for those fire warriors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 away.
And the bolters hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Oh, okay. Getting 5. This is going to be at AP -1 now because of the tactical doctrine.
I no longer have my prepared position, so that brings my 4 up to a 5 up save. Let's see how many I can make. 1.
No. And that's going to wipe out that squad. Next, we're going to go with my Khan on bike. He's going to fire into these last 2 fire warriors. Hitting on 2s, rerolling the 1s. Okay, getting 2 hits, and winning on 3s. Getting all 3, AP -1.
5 up.
Oh, make 1.
Fail 1. Leaving the marker light in there. Killing the Shazla.
My Warlord on bike, because of Born in the Saddle, he can still shoot. He's going to be firing his bike into that last fire warrior. 4 shots, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, all hit, looking for 3s, getting 2, AP -1.
Looking for 2 5 ups.
No, he does go down. Next, we're going to start with this Intercessor squad. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 command points for rapid fire. So what this is a new stratagem. Use the stratagem at the start of your shooting phase. Select 1 Intercessor squad unit from your army. Until the end of that phase, bolt rifle models in that unit are equipped have the type characteristic of rapid fire 2. And because they did not move, they do benefit from bolter drill. So these guys are going to essentially have 4 shots each. At -2 as well. Ugh. And it should be noted that they will be firing into this unit here of drones, sniper drones. You know what? I changed my mind. We're going into the shield drones. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. The AP does not matter because you have a 4 up invulnerable save.
Oh, I did not make a lot of those. Thankfully, I still have feel no pain, so now we're looking for 5 ups.
Oh, look at that.
So, 2
And 2 drones.
pulling from the back here.
The next Intercessor squad, we're going to try to do the exact same thing, but not spending those command points because we just did. So, into those drones. 10 shot. Whoop! Get back here, you. 10 shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling the 1s because of the lieutenant. 4 up invulnerable saves. Ooh. Followed by 5 up. Nice. But unfortunately, that's going to mean those last 2 drones do go down. Next, I'm going to start over here on my far left flank. We're going to start with the bikers, and we're going to fire into the fire warriors. 4 rapid fire shots from the plasma guns, hitting on 3s. All will hit, and wounding on 2s. Getting all of them, and these are going to be at -4 now.
That means that there is no save for those fire warriors. They are all dead to the plasma.
And the other shots from the bolters are wasted. And that's going to open up a spot for the attack bike to go into Fireblade. We're going to start off with the bolter, hitting on 3s, getting 3 hits. Is he toughness 3 or 4?
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3, wounding on 3s, getting 3 at AP -1.
That 4 up becomes a 5 up.
Oh, he's going to take 2 wounds.
He has 3 wounds remaining.
And then the attack from the multi-melta, hitting on a 3. And we get a 6. Wounding on a 2. Oh, that's going to be a wound. D6 wounds for 5 wounds. And that's going to take the Warlord out. And because of Decapitation Strike, the special rules, I have to roll a D3 because that is Warlord kill. And that's how many random cards are lost. For 2. So your 2 cards are gone. Oh, Jesse, I'm so sorry.
It'll be okay. The Tau can pull back.
Next, we're going to start with my intercessors, and they are going to go after the character with the marker lights. These gentlemen did move, so I'm only going to get 5 shots, hitting on 3s, getting only 4, and wounding on 3s, getting only 1. AP -2.
Brings my 4 up to a 6 up.
No, taking only 1 wound.
Just rolling for my 6 up, feel no pain for the Sense of Stone for Fireside Marksman. Did not work.
Next, we're going to have this unit of bikers, and they're going to be firing into the broadsides. Starting off with the rapid firing plasma guns, I am going to supercharge these. So I'm going to do them actually one at a time. Starting with the first one, hitting on 3s. Both will hit, and the other 2... Ooh, this one's going to fail. We are going to be wounding on 3s. Getting them all. He's going to be at AP -4.
That brings my 2 up to a 6 up because they don't have shield generators.
Oh, you saved 2! Very nice.
That feels good. For those 2 damage, I still have Sense of Stone.
No, 2 damage does go through. And the bolter shots hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the 1s. And looking for 5s to wound. 2 at AP -1.
2 up to a 3 up save.
Oh, make them both. Nice. And the next biker squad, we're going to do the exact same thing. Started with the rapid firing plasma gun, supercharging. First one on 3s. Ooh, re-rolling the 1s for the con. Getting 2 hits. And the second one, getting 4 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. Only getting 2. AP 4.
To a 6 again.
No, taking 4 damage. But you do have your 6 up feel. Oh, sorry, 5 up feel no pain? Or is it 6 up?
6 up, feel no pain for Sense of Stone.
Oh, you make 1, but he's going to take 3 damage.
So those are 2 separate shots. So my fault for rolling those dice too quick. I forgot because he only has 2 wounds left. Then I should have done the Sense of Stone separately. But if this is a 3 or down, then he's going to be dead and a wound carries on to him. If not, both those go on to him and he still sits at 6 up wounds. I made the save, so he's dead, but he's good to go.
And the bolter shots into the broadside, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling the 1s. Looking for them 5s.
Looking for 3 up saves.
Made them all. All that we have left now is the repulsor to fire. The las cannons will go into that last broadside. As for everything else, I imagine we're gonna go into the sniper drones. I'm gonna put the 2 onslaught Gatling cannons and the heavy Gatling cannon together. So we're hitting on 5s. Looking for 3s to wound. Re-rolling the 1s because of the lieutenant nearby. 10 wounds, AP -1.
So those drones go from a 4 up to a 5 up here.
You still have Sense the Stone. Oh, nice.
Making 2 more.
So the drones don't actually get Sense of Stone because they're not infantry or battle suits.
So 6 drones die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The twin heavy bolter on 5s and 3s. Getting 2. Oh, re-rolling the 1s. -1.
So 5 up for saves.
Ooh, 2.
Making 1. There's 1 left in that squad still.
And the storm bolters, 5s and 4s. Getting 2. You have your full save on this.
4 up.
Ooh, that's going to be that last drone down. All the other shots are wasted except for the las cannons to the broadside on 5s. Nothing. Alright, I have to sacrifice myself like the last samurai we are. This biker unit, we are going to declare a charge, and we are going to be declaring both this guy and the Riptide as our targets for the charge. Overwatch?
Overwatch will be only that guy and the Riptide, actually.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to use a photon grenade from my Fire Warrior here. So it's D6 shots.
For 4.
And these don't do any damage, but what it does is if I successfully hit you, it's -1 to your to hit rolls in the fight phase. I have a 5.
Alright, so it's going to be -1 to hit. And now the Riptide.
This is going to hurt because I have counterfire defense system. I am overwatching on 5s, but I get to reroll all misses.
Okay. Good thing for those counterfire things.
This is my 15 rerolls here.
There it is. Looking for 3s to wound. Looking for a 5-up save. Unfortunately, that was the squad. Alright, Warlord declaring a charge into the broadside.
So for Overwatch, I'm going to use my broadside, obviously, and because it's the Warlord, I will be using the Riptide for the greater good. So I'm going to start with my Riptide so I don't feel like I've wasted him in case the broadside was able to kill him. So, 18 shots using the heavy burst cannon from the Riptide here, hitting on 5s. Rerolling for the counterfire defense system. Wounding on 3s.
3-up invulnerable save. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll this. Oh, okay, so he's going to take 2 damage.
Smart missile systems here, hitting on 5. Here's the rerolls. 4 hits, so now we're wounding on 4s because these are only strength 5.
Getting 2.
At -1 AP.
Oh no!
Only 1 damage apiece.
Broadside.
So this is the smart missile system from the broadside. You got these wound on 4s.
Getting 1.
At -1.
Okay, I save that. And the high yield missile pods.
Hitting on 5s.
Ooh, getting only 1.
Only 1. There's still the risk of death. Wounding on 3s.
Oh, getting a 4. 3-up invulnerable save.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Yes! What's the damage?
D3.
Okay. Whew. Okay, come on. Roll.
3 up.
No! That is going to be Warlord kill. Oh, that was brutal, buddy. Alright, and because I did lose my Warlord, I lose D3 of my objective cards. Whew, so I'm going to lose 2. So which ones am I going to lose?
Pulling from the center here.
So which ones am I losing?
You were losing Advance as well as Blood and Guts.
Advance, I don't mind losing too much. Blood and Guts, I'm okay with. Which means I'm still holding on to Supremacy, so I will be scoring D3 victory points and run them down. I already scored that one, so not too bad. You know what? For Chogoris, declaring a charge into the broadside. Go for it.
Because he's declaring a charge into the broadside, I'm going to use these other 3 characters here. So this one's going to be firing a marker light on a 5-up into those bikes. Catching the marker light, which means it's going to let me rerolls. So he's going to fire, Darkstrider's going to fire his photon grenades. So it's D6 shots. 5 shots with photon grenades. And 1 of them hit. So that's all we need. You are now -1 to hit in the fight phase.
Love it.
She's now going to use her fusion blasters, so hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s into the bikes here. Got a 5, so that's strength 8, 3s to wound.
Getting a 4.
-4 AP,
I don't have a save.
D6 damage. Eats a bike.
Let's use the plasma gun.
We have the smart missile systems coming in from the broadside.
Oh, make it stop.
That's 3 hits there. Strength 5, toughness 5, so wounding on 4s.
1.
1 wound.
AP 1?
-1.
Whoa. 4 up. Oh, now the rolls are getting bad for me. Damage?
Just 1.
Just 1? Alright.
So now we're going to move on to his high yield missile pods. Hitting on 5s, rerolling 1s. Good thing for the rerolls.
Nice.
Didn't do much, but 1 hit. Strength 7, so wounding on 3s. That's a wound. Minus 2 AP.
5 up. Nope.
D3 damage, but it already has 1 damage on it.
Yeah, so I just have 1 bike remaining. All right, buddy, it's all up to you. We're looking for a 7-inch charge.
7!
7, and he makes it. And he makes it in. Hilarious.
As Tower want to do sometimes, I'm going to heroically intervene with my ethereal.
My con on a bike, he's going to declare a charge on this guy right over here. We are looking for a 9. Oh, and we get a 4. I'm going to spend a command point and try and re-roll this. Oh, and I got an 8! I needed that so bad! Charge into this guy with these bikes. Oh, getting a 6? I don't think that's it. So we're going to go with the Sergeant on bike. He's got 3 attacks with the chainsword, +1 because of shock assault. I am -1 to hit though. So we're going to be putting all of our attacks into the... let's put it into the broadside. Hey, actually, you know what? Yeah, it has to go into the broadside. So hitting on 4s. Look at him go. Nothing.
So my ethereal is just going to attack first. He has 3 attacks hitting on 3s.
Getting 2.
2 hits. And strength 5 versus toughness 5. So 4s.
To wound.
No
Nothing.
wounds. Broadside has 2 attacks hitting on 5s. No
Nothing.
hits.
That's going to be it for my turn. For him, he does have to take a morale check on a 6. But luckily, they have essentially, which is, you know, the...
They shall know no fear.
Yeah, it's actually, they have a new name for that. Hey, I lied. It's still, and they shall know no fear. I'm allowed to re-roll that. So I rolled a 1. So he is sticking where he is.
So this guy here, he lost 2 part of his squad, so on a 5, he will actually run away.
Oh, 12 to 5. He does go away.
I really want that marker light, so surprisingly enough, I am going to have to spend the command point to re-roll that because he's one of my few remaining marker lights left.
Alrighty. Oh, no!
Come on!
He does disappear.
Ugh.
No. At the end of my turn, I will be getting 1 victory point for Run Them Down, and I will be getting D3 victory points for Supremacy, for a total of just 1. Which brings the current score right now to 6-1 in favor of the White Scars. I think I killed some of my own stuff, in terms of, you know, throwing stuff to you. But yeah, wow, okay. Let's go now into Tau, turn number 2. And for Jesse, his cards are going to be Defend Objective number 5, Secure Objective number 5, and Defend Objective number 6. Jumping into the movement phase now.
So unfortunately, I am going to have to fall back with my broadside here. And fall back with my guy here. So after those 2 have fallen back from there, all I'm going to simply do is declare Kaoyun again, because that's Shadow Sun's special ability is to declare it twice. So at least my 1 remaining shooting unit will be able to reroll all hit rolls. So just at the end of my movement phase here, I am going to drop my commander down with my 4 times Cyclic Ion Blasters and Iridium Battlesuit in behind his lines. Also at the end of my movement phase, my ethereal here is going to declare Sense of Stone. So then at the start of my shooting phase here, we are going to Nova Charge my Riptide, so he loses a wound, but possibly on a 6-up, he might not fully lose it. Doesn't lose it, so he is now down to 12 wounds, and I'm going to branch Nova Charge him so that he also has the 3-up invuln as well as 18 shots with his heavy burst cannon. Next, we are going to Marker Light. I'm going to start it with Dark Strider. I'm going to try and Marker Light the Repulsor here. So looking for a 2 rerolling ones. It is a 2.
Yep.
Next, we're going to go off to this Farsight Marksman. So hitting on a 3 rerolling.
Getting 6.
So that brings me up to 2. From there, I'm going to use the Uplink Marker Light stratagem. Try to add D3 Marker Lights. Only 1. So that brings me up to 3, but I'm actually going to re-roll that for a command point.
Okay.
And hopefully get more. There we go, 2. So that brings me up to 4. The last roll here is from this Firesight Marksman into that Repulsor. Looking for 3 re-rolling 1s.
Getting a 4.
Brings me to my magical number of 5. So what Shadow Sun is going to do is she's going to shoot this lone biker, poor guy right here. So 2 shots, hitting on 2s re-rolling.
Getting 2.
And then Strength 5 versus Toughness 5. Or Strength 8 versus Toughness 5, so wounding on 3s.
Getting 2.
Minus 4.
Don't have an armor.
So 2d6 damage, taking the highest. There we go.
2, enough to take him out.
What we're going to do next here is we're going to use my Riptide. I'm getting a little bit greedy, so it's the Smart Missile Systems into the Repulsor, and the Heavy Burst Cannon into the unit of 3 bikes. Starting off with the 4 shots of the Repulsors, so we've got hitting on 3s, re-rolling. It's Strength 5 versus Toughness 8, so wounding on 5s.
Oh, nice, getting 3. 4-up save. Nope. Does go down. Does it explode? It does not explode. Repulsor goes down.
So we got 18 shots here going into those bike squads, hitting on 4s, re-rolling. Strength 6 versus Toughness 5, so wounding on 3s.
5-up save. And they're dead. Nice to know you, bikes.
Next, I'm going to use my 4x Cyclic Ion Blasters against the Primaris Space Marines. I am going to overcharge, which brings my strength up to 8 and doing D3 damage. But first, let's see if I can hit 1s, do a single mortal wound on me. I hit 9 times, looking for 2s to wound because I'm strength 8.
Looking for 4s to save.
D3 damage, so looking for at least 3s on this roll here. Nope. So 1 dead Primaris.
That's 2 dead Primaris.
And
3 dead Primaris.
So with that comes about the end of my shooting phase. That's about everyone that can shoot. So now it's every Tau player's favorite time. I am actually going to try to charge so that I can secure objective 5 possibly.
Alright, let's go ahead and Overwatch. Looking for 6s. Oh wow, getting 2. Toughness?
Toughness 5.
Alright, looking for 5s. Getting nothing.
So we're looking for a real lucky roll of a 12 here.
No, getting a 7. Unfortunately, Jesse will not be scoring any of the cards. So we are going to go now into White Scar's turn number 3. Jesse actually wanted to discard a card, so back on the end of his turn, we're going to go ahead and do that.
We're going to get rid of objective 6 because right now 5 could still be important.
As for my cards, they are going to be Psychological Warfare, Defend objective number 3, and Secure objective number 4. Starting my turn, I'm going to go ahead with my attack bike. He's going to go right ahead to objective number 4 within 3 inches of it, and just kind of go like this. My attack bike, it's going to go 14 all the way to here. We're going after that commander. And I think the game plan is there's no point in going after the big brick anymore. As the objectives now are defend number, I think it's defend 3 and secure 4. That's I'm okay with. But yeah, there's no point in sacrificing any more for that big brick, the castle anymore. So I think we're going to start slowly pulling back. And I think right now we're going to go after this commander. Last 3 squad of bikes, we are going to turn them around, and they're going to zip 14 to right here. With my con on the bike, he's going to go ahead and advance, so turbo boost for 20, and he's going to zip right to here, and he can still charge. My lieutenant, he's going to move right to here, but still be within 3 of defending number 3. These 5 intercessors, they're going to move 6 to here, getting within range of their guns so that they can fire at this commander. That's going to be it for my movement phase, and I haven't forgotten about my Vanguard vets, so they're going to be dropping down right over here, ready for the commander. I actually do owe Jesse a morale check. I totally forgot. On a 6. Okay, but I do reroll that. So they're okay. Jumping into the shooting phase now, we're going to start off with this unit of bikes shooting into the commander. You know what? For fun, we're going to supercharge because, hey, it doesn't matter anymore. We are not within 12 inches, so the first guy kills himself. Second guy... it's going to score a hit, wounding on a 3, and we get a wound, AP minus 3.
That brings my 2 up because of the Iridium Battlesuit up to a 5 up.
No, he's going to take 2 damage. And the biker bolters, hooah! Wow. Looking for 5s to wound. Getting nothing. The multi-melta, firing into the commander. Let's start with the bolter on 3s. Getting 3 of them, looking for 5s. Getting only 1.
So 2 up save again because we're now onto the assault doctrine.
That's right. Made it. And the multi-melt on a 3. We hit on a 3. We wound AP minus 4.
Looking for that sweet, sweet 6 up.
No. We are looking for D6 wounds for 2 wounds, and that is going to be the commander.
Do you want to reroll it?
I'm happy with it.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be the commander. The 2 Primaris, we're going to be going into this guy right over here, hitting on 3s, getting 3 hits, and wounding on 3s, getting 2 wounds, AP minus 1.
Minus 1 brings the 4 to a 5 up. No. Failing both, he goes down.
And as per Decapitation Strike, that is a character, do lose a card. Let's use that one. Secure objective number 5 is gone. Next, we're going to start with this unit of intercessors. They did not move, so they're going to get bolter drill, and they are going to be firing. Ooh, characters cannot screen for characters, so they're going to be firing into this guy. Actually, you know what? I can't actually do that because the Riptide is closer. That'd be cheating, so I can't do that. If that is the case, then actually these 2 intercessors cannot see Shadow Sun, so 3 intercessors will go into Shadow Sun instead. She will be minus 1 to hit, so we're hitting her on 4s. Getting only 1. Is she toughness 3?
She is toughness 4.
She's toughness 4. Looking for 4s. Getting nothing. And for my attack bike, it's going to be going into the Smarkalite Duder. Let's go with the bolters, hitting on 3s. Getting only 2. And wounding on 3s. Getting 1.
He is still in cover, so that's his 2 up save now.
Which you make. And then the multi-melta on a 3, which we hit. Wounding on a 2, which we do AP 4.
Looking for that 6 again.
No, for D... Oh, I rolled 2 D6 because we're within range. For 5 wounds, he does go down.
Boom. Another character killed.
Yep, and that's going to be your last card, so no cards to score. And then we're going to do these 5 intercessors. They are going to go into the Riptide. Shadow Sun is hiding. hitting on 3s, getting 3, and then wounding on 5s, getting nothing. That's going to be the end of my turn. I pretty much secured this edge of the board. I'm going to go ahead and see what cards I did secure. Pretty much Psychological Warfare is unattainable, but I will be getting Secure Objective 4, and I'm halfway to getting Defend Objective number 3. Which brings the current game right now to 7-1 in favor of the White Scars. Let's go right now into Tau turn number 3. Tau turn 3, the cards that Jesse are going to be pulling are going to be Multiple Distraction. Score 1 victory point if there is at least one enemy unit wholly within 12 inches of the battlefield edge, and at least one enemy unit wholly within 12 of the opposite battle edge at the end of this turn. Secure Objective number 6. And Behind Enemy Lines.
So after drawing the cards, yes, Multiple Distractions is there, and Riptide could secure 6. But I just can't compete with what is going to end up being a 9-3 lead. I don't have the units to do any board control. I don't have the units to kill anything. So with that, I'm going to give Vito an awkward left-handed handshake.
Jesse, man, that was a definitely good fight. So yeah, that is going to be the new White Scars. I definitely like the new doctrines. That's pretty cool. That they have that. I thought it was hilarious, me going in, throwing a whole bunch of units into your big Tau bunker there. Jesse, what are your thoughts? Because we were going back and forth. We were looking at the book when the camera wasn't rolling. What were some of your thoughts with White Scars and the new supplement, and with the new Space Marine book?
Well, getting to see a little bit of it here, it's all super impressive. One of my favorite things, though, especially for use with your White Scars, is you're able to move and ignore the penalty for firing heavy weapons. So that came in pretty big with the multi-meltas there, as well as some other stuff. And then being able to advance and ignore the penalty for assault weapons as well. That just allowed you so much board control, which is already what White Scars want to be doing. So that was really hard to just try and push out there. The new book itself, absolutely gorgeous, and a lot of the new rules definitely put the Space Marines where they're supposed to be in the lore.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I love the fact that, like with regular bolters, they can go to AP4, especially with bikes, when bikes can pump out 4 shots. That is really, really great. It was really unfortunate we couldn't see what these guys can do. I mean, I know I was firing the commander, but I mean, I really wanted him dead. But I think these guys can do some really gross damage, because especially by turn 3, chain swords can do 2 damage for White Scars. So I'm definitely gonna be taking more guys with chain swords. I mean, I had chain swords on all of my bikes, but you have to get to turn 3 essentially for them to become viable. But chain swords that do 2 damage, oh, gross. White Scars, I think, I loved White Scars, but I love them even more now. And then the Khan on the bike, we didn't get to see what his glaive can do, but he can potentially do some pretty serious damage on his own as well. But everyone, thank you so much for watching. If there was some rules mistakes, we do apologize, but hopefully we were able to catch them. We hope that you enjoyed this bad rep, and there's going to be a ton more of White Scar coverage coming your way. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and as always, happy wargaming.